Users in Connect tab refer to the staff of your organization, while consumers of your services or products are referred to as customers. From your Connect tab home screen, selecting Users tab takes you to the User Management home screen. By default, you will see the Users tab first on the left side, with all your staff listed underneath in alphabetical order. Each user has one or more roles assigned to them listed across their names like admin or manager. If a user has no assigned roles, they will not be able to use any Connect app modules until they are assigned one or more roles. There is a separate tutorial on user management. We will focus on roles and their associated permissions in this tutorial. Selecting the Roles tab on the right side of the screen takes you to the Roles screen. The Connect tab comes with 3 preset roles for your ease with a set of default permissions. These are admin, manager, and staff, with most the least permissions respectively. While the app was being set up by your super admin, they might have created new roles or deleted the preset ones. In either case, the roles visible on the left are the ones the organization has at this stage. Under each role, you will see the number of your staff with each role assigned to them. Here you can see 2 staff in your organization have manager permissions. You can delete a role here by clicking the red cross across from each role. Please bear in mind, if you delete a role, it is not reversible. All staff with the permissions associated with that role will lose the permissions and will not be able to use the Connect tab, unless they have permissions for another role or they assign another role after the deletion of the current one. If you want to create a new role in your organization, you can select the Add button at the bottom of the screen. We will come to the creation of a new role at the end of this tutorial once we've gone through the permission and how these work. Selecting any role will open the permissions page associated with that role. For example, clicking Admin will take you to the Roles Permission screen for Admin. The first field refers to the name of the role. You can choose to change the name here, but it will not affect the permissions and the staff which has those permissions. They will have the same permissions but with a different name as chosen by you here. The status field lets you choose between active and inactive. If you choose to inactivate the status here, all staff with the selected role, in this case admin, will lose their permissions and will not be able to use the modules of the Connect tab, unless they have permissions in the other role. This facility has been developed for your organization. In case you have created a temporary role with special permissions for any project, at the completion of that project, such a role can be inactivated along with its associated permissions. These permissions can be activated again when needed. All modules and settings of the Connect tab have permissions set up on your access level. Most modules let you choose between None, View Only, View and Create, and View, Create and Edit. Each module also has the permission allowing the user to delete items within the module as well. There are a few exceptions to the standard 4-level settings as mentioned earlier. First exception to the above generic options is for the Appointments module. Here you can see the option of Can View All Departments. This special permission has been created for a receptionist or an equivalent role who would need to manage appointments for all departments in the organization. The other 2 exceptions are for the Marketplace and Organization. Marketplace has 2 access levels, None and Can Subscribe. Can Subscribe will allow the users to purchase and update subscriptions of the modules from the Connect Marketplace found under Settings. And Organization modules. Going back to the Roles Permission screen, Organization also has 2 settings, Can Modify and None. Users with Can Modify permission will be able to select settings and modify organization settings and department settings. Final permission at the bottom of the Role Permissions page is the ability to request change to the super user. Every organization has only one super user, they have maximum permissions by default, and the permission level cannot be changed or modified. If the super user needs to be changed, users with the permission will be able to send a request to the Connect tab through the settings page. Under the Update Super User, the furthest process is explained in the tutorial on organization settings. To create a new role, please go back to the User Management screen. Under the Roles tab, click on the Add button. On this screen, name the role and allocate permissions accordingly. Then, press Create at the bottom of the screen. The new role will appear on the Roles home screen. It can now be allocated to any existing staff.